go. Hello, and welcome back to Tyranny, where last episode was a little short. I'm fairly certain I supplemented it with something, if not this episode. I don't know. Haven't figured out exactly what I want to do yet. But it's already happened. Or this is it. One or the other. So, whatever. Last time we arrived in Lethian's crossing after talking to Tunon the Adjudicator. He basically said that there was some shady stuff coming out of the crossing. I'm far more interested in the spire, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean. Interestingly, this is the only playthrough I've done where the Forgebound have control of Lethian's crossing, so we'll see. Or not the Forgebound, the Bronze Brotherhood. I got my factions mixed up. The Bronze Brotherhood are always in Lethian's crossing. And actually, for that matter, what is my goal? So I needed to travel to Ascension Hall. And get to the spire. Okay.
Sorry, I can't.
So, even though we've literally just arrived here, I've got to go, apparently. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go back to Vendrian's Well, because I have to travel to Vendrian's Well. Vendria, 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 Vendria. Vendaria, 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 Vendaria. Well. So. Aw, doggy. Doggy cute. I like doggy. Doggy is dog. Doggy is dog. Doggy is dog. Dagadee, dagadee, dagadoo. Travel back to Vendrian's Well. Phoenix. What? A trio of tearsmen clad in ragged remnants of noble finery, they appear haggard, hands blemished with dirt, faces sunburnt and peeling. Their god had been reduced to 2 men in dented bronze, each sporting mangy beards and visible exhaustion. One of the tearsmen notes your banner and hails you. With grim stoicism, the woman explains that she, her husband, and his sister travel from their home towards the bastard city to bend the knee to the Archon of Justice and swear eternal fealty to the Overlord's glorious rule. Unfortunately, they've been harried incessantly by highwaymen and Scarlet Chorus raiders alike, in fear they may not live to see their destination. Your weapons remain sheathed, even as you demand the refugees attend to your authority as a Fatebinder of Tunon. Although the woman matches your gaze with steely resolve, the remainder of the quintet exchange nervous glances amongst themselves. Via a brief, largely uncontested interrogation, you learn that they are members of the old aristocracy of Sunder. They travel north to Stalwart. You've storm-driven north again. I will explain that I will accept their oaths. Which increases Lethian's crossing's favor. Yeah, because it's like, yes, I'm going to betray him, but by making the fealty to me and not to Tunon directly, I don't know. They're regular people. They're not going to help me in the fight. I don't want them to help me in the fight. I want them to be safe. I don't want them to fight a battle they can't win. Back to Ascension Hall? Yeah, Ascension Hall. And, you know, sometimes I just want to walk in through the front gates instead of instant teleporting. You guys really should fix this place up. There's that crack in the floor. I don't like that. I don't like cracks in my floor.
Sorry, I can't.
Shiny. Bam. Teleport. Flock birds in the sky. And the birds in the breeze. Cool. So where is this? Okay, now I'm confused. So it says, forging an alliance. Speak with Tarkus Ari, who awaits your arrival in Ascension Hall. To foster the new alliance, speak with her and determine what your new stack should be. Fatebinder, if you have a moment. Beric stands at attention, his rigid bearing making him an unmoving statue. I know the two of us have clashed on several subjects since the Iron Marshal assigned me to your protection. I hope those disagreements do not weigh too heavily against the request I'm about to make of you. Relax, Beric. Just tell me what's on your mind. I hoped perhaps the Adjudicator would hear my case. What are you talking about? I have been encased like this. He wraps a gauntlet against the shards of corroded iron and bronze. Sweep across his chest. Shell, since Kairos' Edict of Storms made grave of old stalwart. It occurred in service to the Overlord, and I would ask that the Overlord free me of its burden. I will make your case to the Archon. Thank you, Fatebinder. His salute rings like a poorly cast bell. I eagerly await the Archon's justice. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I mean, yes, there's Lethian's Crossing and the shenanigans that go on at Lethian's Crossing, but I'm at the Mountain Spire in Verendrian's Well, and there's no Tarkus Ari. I mean, that's why I traveled the way I did, so that way, I mean, I don't know, maybe she's in one of the corridors? She better be in one of these damn corridors. Oh, there she is, Tarkus Ari. Man, you don't have a star. You should have a star by you. You're an important character. That's why I didn't see you there, man. I just saw shiny bright light, and I walked right into it. Fatebinder, welcome back. Ari smiles and bows. Our patrols have been chasing off stragglers from the valley, but otherwise, Vendrian's Well is almost quiet for the first time in, well, ages. Considering what we've been through, it's a much-needed lull in violence. We need to use this time to shore up our strength. If either of the Archons decided to attack us in earnest, we wouldn't last long, so now's the time to scrounge up whatever resources we can muster. The disfavored have us outclassed, and the Scarlet Chorus outnumbers by tens of thousands, yet we'll have no lasting peace while they infest the tiers. What do you propose? I'm reading. I doubt I'm not going to do option 1. I'm not going to do option 2. So that means 3 or 4. And I like option 4 very much. The Archons are weak and fractured, while the disfavored and coarse fight will take the tiers out from under them. I like your ambition, but what you're proposing sounds more than a little beyond our scope. I'd be happy to help if we achieved a position of strength on our home soil. She frowns in thought. Though, if we did manage to take back the Tears, it would send a message to anyone listening in the north. Yes, the Devendrian Guard are battered and bruised, but we're used to being on the losing end. Our enemy has been drunk on victory for years and is fresh off from a major setback. The Fatebinder is right. With the Archons divided, this is our chance, ready or not. Our victory here at Vendrian's Well sends an inspiring message to all the Tears. The Archons can be defeated. We only need to work together. We sent runners over the mountains telling the others to join our desperate little cause. We sure seem a lot less desperate now that we've divided the Archons, bloodied their minions, and even lived to talk about it. Let's go recruiting while we still look like we have the winning momentum. A coalition, then. Her face warms with a smile as the idea takes root. It's madness, but it has potential. We won't know if we'd never try, right? Well, you've already proven yourself better at organizing us than the queens and regents who couldn't defend the Tears at our full strength. We've already tried and failed to unite the Tears, but you're the best chance we'll have to form any sort of alliance that can take the disfavored and the chorus. Do you have any notion of where to start? We strike out for the other realms, see who's willing to rally to the cause, and point them back here. I think the crossing makes the most sense. It's not too close to the disfavored or the core strongholds, and more importantly, there are people there we could use. Of course, whether we want to or not is a different issue. The Bronze Brotherhood has the tendency to be a little bit of an asshole every now and again. They are a mercenary company who's been there for ages, and by all accounts, they have survived the wars, thanks in no small part to their willingness to get to contract with Kairos' forces. So they'll work for a foreign monster like Narat. They might even work for us. The Forgebound Guild is the real prize of the crossing. If my understanding is correct, the Forgebound are also loyal to Tunon, no? I doubt that means you're on a first-name basis with the Magesmiths, but it could convince them to join us. We'd have all the iron we need to match the disfavored in battle. I will head for the crossing. I will be back soon with additional support. Our intelligence might be out of date, but the town should be run by a man named Ilan. I recall Rithoman being the leader of the Bronze Brotherhood, assuming he didn't get himself killed in battle. I believe First Brother is the honorific. I'm also told there's a new Forge Master at the crossing, someone by the name of Zednia. Maybe you can convince her to be more loyal to you than Tunon? Good travels. Salute, and take your leave. Cool. Now we'll travel to the crossing. She should have had a star by her, but she didn't have a star. Every important character in this game has a star indicating their importance, and she did not. Hence my bad. But oh well, these things have a tendency to occur. Mistakes, mishaps, misfortune. No, continue. I love my banner. My glorious, glorious banner of the rising phoenix of gold on a background of royal blue. It is stalwart's colors, are they not? That was an accident, more than anything. Trying another day, gotta travel to the crossing. Lethian's Crossing is a beautiful city, though. I think it is beautiful with the twin waterfalls flowing over the spire, flowing down the lazy river. If it weren't for, the Bane everywhere, trying to kill everyone, and, all this other shenanigans. Gonna travel to the forge and speak to Zednia. Meanwhile, Verse is just like, let's go on and kill some people, and Ebb is like, come on, let's kill the Tearsman, let's save the Tearsman, and Lanatry's just like, scribble, 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 drugs, drugs, drugs.
Sorry, I can't.
It's Healer's Day, 7th span of blood. Nah, I don't want to talk to these fools. I wanted to go to the Forge. The Forge Masters. Maybe we can get some killing in this episode. It really just depends on what all happens. If the load screens won't keep on taking for bloody ever. Now where the hell's that forge? Oh, it's down here. And there we go. Master, the Fate Binder is here. Xenia turns and approaches you, her lithe body moving fluidly as she walks. She stops before you, her stance solid and sure, but you see she is standing lightly on her feet, ready to move if necessary. She never takes her eyes off you, but you know that she is acutely aware of her surroundings. Fate Binder, may the fires of your forge never cool. She salutes you. I hoped our paths would cross. What can a servant of the flame do for you? Why are you in the crossing? What an odd question, Fate Binder. When you showed up in the forge, I thought you had been sent to check up on me. As my mission came directly from Tunon, shouldn't you already know? I was tasked with creating an artifact to protect the Forgebound from the Bane. We have been delayed too often and lost too many of our own, so it was decreed that something must be done. I created the Mage Bane Helm to keep the Bane at bay. Once the helm is locked in place, the magic will keep the Bane away. Why a helm? Well, the Forgebound are crafters of weapons and armor, Fate Binder, not statues and baubles. I make what I know. It's portable and can be moved easily or used in battle should protection be needed elsewhere in the future. For the time being, though, it will remain here, protecting the Forgebound. We do have a job to do, and we cannot do it properly if we are constantly assailed by outside forces. This is impressive. I would use the talents of the Forgebound to supply an army to overthrow Kairos. Would you consider joining us? Talk of mutiny from a Fate Binder. I would have thought one so deeply entrenched in Kairos' employ would know better, and as we currently both work for Kairos, I would not be for either of our benefits to speak of such things. I have seen the fruits of such labors in lining the paths to the Archon's camps. I'm afraid what you propose isn't as easy as you imagine. An artifact of such power can't simply be manufactured. It takes time and effort to make these items. Simple weapons and armor can be produced easily, but we are already providing these for the war. Regardless, protecting the Forgebound is my top priority right now, and that means getting the Mage Bane sent. I must place the helmet before I do anything else. The settlers here have created a spot on the 3rd tier for it, and that is where I'm headed. Please join me, and we will talk further once I know that the Mage Bane is secure and working properly. While I'm loath to upset Kairos unnecessarily, I am not convinced outright defiance is the correct solution. You are right, however, in thinking that something must be done. And I do not wish to distract you from the helmet itself. Protecting the Forgebound means protecting the people of Lethian's Crossing. The sunburnt man dips his head in greeting. An outsider never arrives alone. At least, that is what my mother always said. Seems she knew what she was talking about. He nods thoughtfully at his own words. I am Medallion. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. You must be the one everyone is talking about. Judon's Fate Binder, right? Medallion looks you over. We could have used your help when Kairos' forces tried to take the crossing, though I suppose you would have been fighting on their side, wouldn't you? But the Brotherhood overcame, and now we're saddled with their continued leadership, he shrugs. I suppose there are worse fates. Hearing stories about your exploits in the well, I expected you to be 12 feet tall and shoot fire from your mouth. Or maybe lightning from your fingertips, being the Stormcaller, I suppose. But can't always tell the contents of a pie from the crust, can you? But enough of my prattling. You didn't come here for a history lesson or to get my opinion of your grandeur. He waves his hand dismissively at his previous comments. The educator sent you for the Archon of Song, I presume. What can this old fool do for you? What was that about the Archon of Song? Serin, the songbird. Feel like it's out of town. She's got mooning over her in that hovel near the river. It's on the first tier if you want to try and find her. Feel free to take her with you. But seeing as you're not here for her, what can I do with you? I'll be on my way. I have no words for you, old man. Only for the Forge Master. There. I've never traveled with Serin before, but seeing as I'm planning on going all out rebel, it would be wise to not have verse with me, considering the fact that she is the words of Narat. And she is firmly sided with the chorus. So where is Serin?
Spotted something.
Well. Nope. I want to talk to Serin later. I want to have... Or Zidna later. I want to have Serin in my party. When I go or fight the bane and all the bane and all the pain and all the pain and rage and pain and...
Can't do that.
Don't know. No. I can't recall where she is. Oh, there it is. The one that says Serin Sanctuary on it, you dumb person. Oh, all the people yelling at me right now. Hey, I found it. I didn't scour the whole frickin' town first. So, we'll see what lies. Oh, but I already know. I know all too well what lies in her sanctuary. Bunch of poor fools. But Serin needs guidance. Verse doesn't really. Ebb doesn't really, but she's the rebel extraordinaire. And as much as I do like Lanatry, he is... Him and Ebb don't really get along. So I think I'll go with Serin. Serin will replace Verse, and then Kills and Shadow will replace Manager. A young woman stands here surrounded by a group of villagers. She speaks to them in soft, dulcet tones, holding them hypnotized with her hand motions. She wears an ornate headdress that surrounds her face, her forehead inset with an enormous red gem. The headdress flashes as she speaks, and you are unable to tell if it's a trick of the light or if the gem is actually glowing. She is swept up in her oration and seems completely unaware as you've arrived. It takes a few moments before you realize she is also in the Scarlet's Corpus camp in Vendry Noel.
Greetings, worm.
Her voice takes you off your guard. It is bare of any inflection, yet full of beautiful music. If you didn't know better, you would guess that she is actively suppressing or modulating her vocal tone. You look familiar. Have we met?
You don't know me, little worm? I am Serin, and my allies have the pleasure of calling me the Archon of Song.
You hear the distant peal of a bell in her laugh. She stops and regards you for a moment before
To
continuing.
what do I owe this incredible honor, Fatebinder? Is Tunon throwing another one of his tantrums? Threatening everyone if they don't find me? I'd say it's annoying, but don't you think it's kind of flattering to have everyone wanting me so desperately? Kairos, the voices of Nerat, Tunon. You?
She winks. What are you suggesting?
Never mind. I'm just feeling a little paranoid. Past guardians have shown themselves to be a little more interested in me than entirely necessary. But now to a more important matter. There is something you can do to assist me.
Her mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the hall until it seems that nothing exists but her voice. From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Serena.
Remove my helmet.
What are you trying to do to me? You should know that I'm a powerful mage despite my armored regalia. It's gonna take a lot more than that to charm me.
Really? Nothing at all? What a disappointment. Not to mention a colossal waste of effort on my part. Probably spreading myself too thin trying to keep them all under my thrall.
She indicates to the people surrounding her.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're no use to me at all. Keeping up the act can be a bit tiring at times. I've been the songbird for so long, I've forgotten how to be anything else.
Perhaps I can help you.
Why on earth would you want that? I can't imagine you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Oh, Tunon must have had a hand in this. Or Nerat. Maybe I'd rather stay here where people won't insist on ordering me around all the time.
I'm not gonna order you around. We're gonna be...
Although, you did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from, and you are right. I'm certainly not going to make any significant advances staying here with a bunch of nobodies worshipping me. Watching you in action could give me the edge I need to unlock a spire of my own. Fine. I will allow you the glorious gift of my presence in your party. Well then, let's go.
Yeah, because ultimately...
I'll tack home.
No doubt
See you
this'll
there.
prove interesting.
Goodbye to you too.
There we go. Because Seren is lethal. And, I normally don't travel with her. But at the same time, I want to try and improve her story. Because Lenatry's happy no matter what I do. And, Verse, well, let's just say I have plans for Verse. Depending on what happens. So, I will do... And then I'll also do... there.
If you think it will help.
Because again, I want to make her a better person. Like... The good of the tears matters most, not these lives of these fools that wander into mine. But I will do what I can to do right by them. Aw, kitty cat! Right from that seriousness to just kitty cat. Good, good. Now the people of Lethian's Crossing have one less thing they must worry about, Fatebinder. Will you go inside and see what effect the helm is having on the Bane? Kairos' law states that no one is allowed to enter the old walls, but if no one goes inside, we'll never know that it is working. I will do this for you. Thank you, Fatebinder. Your help is invaluable. I just need to know that my citizens are safe. He holds out a small stone with the glyphs etched on it. Take this. It is the keystone to enter the old walls.
Right.
And I wanted to talk to her first. Well, I guess I cannot do that, which means I have to go into the old walls and fight the damned Bane. And invariably, and inevitably, indubitably, some fool will come trying to bring ruin and death. Also, I forgot, Seren gets a crap load of spell slots, so I'm going to give her... And she has a decent lore, too. It's a high lore party, but she gets a decent lore. So I'll give her that as her first one, and I don't know what... She has talents, though, so what are her talents? So she can pretty much use all the magic as effectively. Well, Ebb is cold. I'm kind of fire. Well, I know what to make her. Enrage? No. Taunted? No. Now that is really good if I wanted to be a stealth boy. But I will do Wave of Despair. I'm just poking through to see if there's something I can put it with. I can't. So that'll be the next one, and then... Aura of Fear. Which I can't make any powerful, but I can increase the duration significantly. And I should also be able to increase the radius of it significantly. And then... Illusions. So spectral blur. False pit. Bam. Oh, but it's only for 2 seconds. Because I think this only increases the damage. Yeah, that only increases the damage. It doesn't actually increase the prone affliction. So that's actually not what I want. Because I want to increase the prone affliction. And then I want to add the bolts. And then I want to add... Now, I don't know what stasis is. So I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, I can't really do anything else, so. Boom. And then Unravel Minds, stunning and dazing them, which this doesn't actually appear to do anything, so that's irrelevant. Increases the damage, but as I said, damage is not what I'm after. Cool. And then give her one offensive spell. Which, because I'm fire and she's ice, I'll give her force. Cool. That's done. Because Verse is very much a support character.
More bodies to pile in our wake.
I got this.
Take that! I think my wisdom is finally catching up to my age.
Should have seen that one coming.
Oh, Eb, go with this one.
Oh, that can't be good.
You are possessed of Grave Light. Use Grave Light to do epic damage. Bane.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no, I already saw it. You don't have to pan. You know, I agree with them. Fatebinder, we need your help. Soldier runs up, his words punctuated by his labored breathing. Red someone took the Magebane helmet while you were in the old walls. When Cathera tried to stop him and his guards, they started slaughtering everyone. It did not matter if they were Brotherhood or a townsperson. It's like he's gone crazy. He points to the east. Please speak with him. We're unable to stop him. Why is he attacking his own people? We have no clue. It makes no sense. That's why I've come to talk with you. You have to help us talk some sense into him. Very well. Thank you, Fatebinder. He's with Karatha in the center of town. He must be brought to his senses before more innocent people die.
Right.
Dum, He's virile and inspired. What? What? What have you done? What have you done? Retemon and Cathara stand amidst the dead bodies, staring each other down. Retemon steps in to intimidate Cathara, who refuses to move. Stand down, Cathara. If you do not let me pass, I will kill you just as I have every other pile of shit in town. Why are you doing this, Retemon? The townsfolk were innocent. But you're killing your own men. Have you gone insane? Watch your tongue, Cathara, lest I split it for you. I know you and Welby have been plotting against me behind my back. Extreme measures are needed to ensure your plans never come to fruition. I've got what I need, and now it's time for me to get to work. You will pay for your insolence, and Kairos will pay for trying to take the crossing from me. This town belongs to me, and no one else will have it. Plotting against you, Welby and I have done no such thing. We want what's best for the Brotherhood and the crossing. This is our home. You have doomed innocents to a horrible death because your pride won't allow you to let the town go. You must stop. I want to stay here as much as you do, but what you are doing is absolute madness. Give me that helmet. Please. Absolutely not. If a few expendables had to die for me to get what I need, so be it. And it is clear to me that Welby's betrayal has infected you too. Goodbye, Kathatha. Or Sedrethra, whatever, however I pronounce your damn name. Doesn't matter, you'll be a pile of dead corpse on the pavement. Farewell, Karetha. Saratha. Saratha. Farewell, Saratha. You have served me well, but you are no longer needed. Got her name right, just to hit the paper.
I got it.
Pay for this. You cruel and ruthless fucking jerkwad, I'm gonna kill you good. Gonna find you, gonna kill you, 'cause you're a mean person who will killed a lot of good people. Look who is here. But just a bit too late, now aren't you? He holds a rope, by the end of which is binding Xenia's hands. Zedenia stares at Retemon with an intense hatred. Now that I have the Magebane and the Forge-bound Master, nothing can stop me from unleashing the Bane on Lethian's crossing. Zedenia growls and takes a step towards Retemon, who jumps back and puts his hands in front of him. You notice one of his eyes is black and his nose is bleeding. You motherless cur! Zedenia spits at him, her clothes ripped and splattered in blood. And she works her hands, fighting against the bonds holding her. As soon as I free myself, and make no mistake, I will free myself, your blood will join your underlings on my armor. It will take more than a hammer to my head to take me down. Coward, using your men as a distraction. You know you are no match for me. Retimon takes another step away before continuing. With the Bane free, I will prove that the Bronze Brotherhood are the only ones strong enough to protect Lethian's crossing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a town to endanger so I can save it.
Your days.
Not on my watch.
Here. Now it's done. Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon. You cannot win.
Not so
Rage
bad.
of the heavens is upon you.
Ah, idiot! What was I thinking?
Oh shit, I almost died. That was close. I didn't notice that. Well, he just got spiked.
I got it.
Shit.
That wasn't so hard.
I'll take a look. How hard could it be?
Can't do that.
With that, I might have to get a drink, because that guy shredded my throat, voicing him. Because I put too much strain on it on the first half, so on the back half, I eased up a little bit. Fatebinder, come in. I was just told the news that the Magebane helm has disappeared. This is quite terrible. What happened just now? I heard fighting out there. Are there more of them? Timon stole the Magebane helm and captured Zindan. I was just beginning to think we were finally safe. But a celebration planned before its time will, no doubt, become awake. Lethian shakes his head. And without Zidania, there is no chance of getting another helm. My friends, please, go back to your homes for now. The Fatebinder has taken care of the invaders. I know it's asking a lot after everything you've already done for us, Fatebinder, but without the helmet or Senya, we are in the same predicament we were before. The Brotherhood have a camp near the old walls of Twin Rivers and use Deserter's March as a travel route. Either one of these places would be a good start to look for Rethamon and Xenia. Please find them. I don't know much more than that, but I am happy to try and answer any questions you might have. Not really. I mean, we gotta get vengeance, man. Vengeance, 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 vengeance. God, man. Like half the town just dead. Just absolutely dead.
Can't do.
It is this kind of slaughter that I am hoping to end. By opposing Kairos. He cannot stop this sort of thing. I will travel to Twin Rivers. Good. Your journey is interrupted by the feral howls of a hunting pack of beastmen. Their leader is an impressive specimen, her mane black as night, and her body scarred from battle. Kills in shadow, kills in shadow, kills in shadow, kills in shadow. The one in the middle. Yep. I could say that before it even popped, just by the way that they have her and her shape is different than the others. Before you towers a massive creature of fur and flesh, her short black snout snuffling the air.
Know this scent. Stench of blood, sweat, battle, iron and death. Smells like alpha. Smells of strength. But is male.
The beast woman cocks her head to one side, eyes bright with curiosity and red as fresh blood. Those eyes rove your body up and down, darkening with a sudden heat, with a look that a predator bestows its prey.
Have been stalking human centrail. Have ranged many more than 5 nights through tribe and human territories of Tyr's land, hunting for human called Fatebinder, for human who woke Horizon Rock called Mountain Spire. Have hunted hot high, cold low, wet dry, traipsed far until paws bled, but always human who smelled of alpha evaded beast woman. Had to slink through shadows, fast, fast, quick, without rest to catch delicious prey at last.
She tongues her blade sharp, discolored fangs, and exhales a pleased growl. Your markings. You're from the Shadow Hunters.
Fatebinder knows tribes of beast women. Curious human. Male who smells of alpha and knows of Shadow Hunter tribe. Best tribe. Lost tribe of kills in shadow.
Her eyes pin you with lust, the look of a wolf that's found a hare. Bitch slap. I love they had the sound effect. They had the sound effect. I don't know if you could hear it, but they had the sound effect underneath that. That was so great. That was so great. That makes me, oh God, I love this. Thick muscles ripple and flex as the beast woman rises to her full height. She towers over you. 8+ feet of savage, rough-hewn strength. Her coat is matted and scarred. She spits a wad of blood and mucus at your feet.
We'll kill. We'll rip throat out. We'll lash, twist, tear, and mangle.
Good luck, lady.
Another.
Good fucking luck. And actually, no. I'm gonna take you 3
Demonstration
back the fuck away.
of our power.
Do absolutely nothing. You will do nothing. Because Kills and Shadow's already almost dead from what you just did. Like, what happened here, okay? Let's see. Kills and Shadow hits Lanatree. They begin singing. Lanatree engages. Lanatree hits. I engage. Ebb hits for fucking huge amount of damage. I graze for a small amount of damage. And then, she starts to fucking goddamn. But yeah, you guys just stand there and do nothing. I want this to be a legitimate duel.
Seems in order.
Like, you guys fight for little bitch bugs. Bam. I annihilated Kills and Shadow.
Will do.
All right,
I don't
sir.
feel so well.
Turn on your intelligence. You guys start fighting it. I did what I wanted. I wanted a straight up duel. She got absolutely eviscerated. And honestly, I would have fucking destroyed her. I got it. Because at this point, she has no levels. Once you get some levels, then we can do a rematch.
Can't do it.
Yeah, the bitch slap was a war. Battered and bloodied, the beast woman drops to all fours. She crouches low, belly rubbing the dirt as she ducks her head in a show of submission. You were saying, I believe you're going to mangle me, correct?
Yield! Kills and Shadow yields to Fatebinder.
So then why have you tracked me down? Why get in my way?
No human called Fatebinder. Kairos breeds words on paper. Fatebinder binds words to earth and sky, makes ground tremble, makes night cry, blood and fire. Tribes of Kairos fear Fatebinder. Human Alpha claimed Horizon Rock called Spire, and Archons did not kill Fatebinder. Archons rolled over and whined, covetous.
Okay, so you've heard of me.
Kairos hunts human realms to extinction. Rules tribe of blood and ruin, starvation and death. Seeks to slaughter beast women like prey. But beast women are not prey. Are not flighty, feeble-minded humans.
Kills and Shadow spits another glob of tawny mucus on the ground.
Beast women are savage hunters. Bred to fight Kirut, like Fatebinder who smells of alpha.
I am a war mage.
Strong always kill weak, then grow weak. Nor killed is migration of life. But Kills in Shadow is not weak now. Will not be weak for many long seasons. Will join Fatebinder and survive Kairos' tribe.
And if you want to join me, it'll have to be as my beta. Which is not true. Technically, she'd be as my prima. But he does not know the beast women, or the beast tribes, rather, ways. So she's going to yell at me about it.
Kills in Shadow is not beta.
Boom, there it goes.
But even alphas submit to stronger-willed primas. Many packs make a tribe. Is this not a thought humans also understand? Beast Woman will follow Fatebinder. Will not dominate.
Understood.
Unless Fatebinder begins to smell weak.
Fine. But keep your nose to yourself. The beast woman huffs and turns to address her pack.
Kills in Shadow will not shelter stone whelps anymore. Scamper, run, flee! Do not want to see shadows lurking, stalking behind. Barb cleft his leader now.
The pack hesitates, causing Kills and Shadow to emit a low, menacing growl.
Will not like if Kills in Shadow catches sight or scent of stone mongrels again.
Cool.
I will return to our holdfast at once.
Cool, cool, cool. So we got Kills and Shadow. And I'm going to do Titan. And then I'll do that. And I only have one left, so I'll do that. And I believe I have some lovely, lovely weapons for Kills and Shadow. It's just called Exploit. I feel like I'm super tempted to use this. Because it's so easy. But I have Penumbra, so I'm not going to do that. And Kills and Shadow uses two-handed, so. And well, with that, I knew it was coming up. So
Can't do that.
that's the end of our episode. Us meeting Kills and Shadow on the way to get vengeance. Man, fucking, I'm just gonna call him R because his name, without looking at it's hard to pronounce. He's a freaking insane. He's freaking insane. Man, I was not expecting that. I knew he was going to betray them somehow. I did not expect it to be the same way he has on the other two playthroughs I did. Because they actually controlled it. It highlights his insanity far more with him being actually in control of the town already. Man. Man. Well, If you did like this, like it. If you like more stuff like this, subscribe, obviously. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, obviously, leave them in the comments. As I've said previously, there are a few games coming up that I will be playing. One of those games is Cyberpunk 2077. I will be playing that. I will be uploading that. However, the character I play for that is still up for grabs. I don't have to play Ethan Drake if you guys don't want me to. So if there are any particular archetypes you wish me to play, or any particular characters that you know that I've played before, that would make sense. Let me know. If you are one of my peeps that I know in real life, you know the characters I've played. You have the list of, you got the list of it. You know what I've done. You know what I've done before. So if you're not one of the peeps I know in real life, well then we got those that I mentioned in a previous video. I believe it was I want to say like the second or third episode of Tyranny I mentioned it. Where we have Ethan Drake, who I'm playing now. You know, noble, heroic hero type guy. Tries to do the right thing. Little bit of anger, a little bit of vengeance, but mostly tries to do the right thing. There is Aurora Valkenheim, a veteran soldier type character who is would have joined the disfavored more than likely. Like she's a good person, but she has her moments. She is war has shaped her. Let me put it that way. There is Jagrid Vickers, who is sort of the stealthy rogue man, very much anti-authority. There is, I think I mentioned Eclipse, because that would make her the stealthy lady. And then I don't think there was anybody else I mentioned. Yeah, I don't believe so. But if you have any archetypes you'd like me to play, I should have a character for every archetype. If I don't, then I guess I'll make one up if one that I don't have an archetype for hits the majority. So yeah, if you want to see that, if you want to see me play different characters, let me know. Or different types of archetypes, let me know. I am in a podcast called We Play RPGs. I will have the links in the description, where I play a Dragonborn warlock named Robarth Mirax. It's fun. We have a good time. Eventually, I'm gonna be a dragon man. I'm already a dragon man, but like eventually I'm going to have wings and maybe potentially turn into a dragon. That's way down the line. 100%. Hasn't happened yet, but I can dream. A man can dream, and a man can be horrified by the various things we face. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one.